right, someone on the GuitarPro Reddit asked a question of how can I recreate this here in GuitarPro. So I wanted to go over that, and it is absolutely possible. I did just check. Let's go back all the way back to how it looks to begin with. This is a default, and first of all, I want you to notice that it has an octave below symbol underneath the clef, and usually in GuitarPro, when you open up and use a guitar, it will say over here, you can it says less here normally. If you go to, you probably set like this, go to track, then drop down here where it says more, and then you can choose octave and same octave. All right. Now this means that if I enter a C, it will put the C one octave below, because the guitar in general is notated an octave higher than it is sounding. Anyway, so we want to replicate this image completely, so we go to the clef symbol over here, click that, and I see that it's now actually, let's do that. Let's just minimize this for a bit. There we go. And we select octave and then an octave below. Now this means if I enter a C, it's going to sit right there. That's what we want. All right. Second of all, I see that C, no pun intended, is in the lower voice. So you can either click on voice 2 up here, or you can click Control 2. Click Control 2, that's what I'm used to. And it's a half note, so I input that as a half note. I just use the plus and minus sign to choose note value, and I put those here. Right, those are the C's done for. Now I want to go to voice 1, so I either click up here 1 or Control 1, and I enter another C here because I want the stems facing upwards to also have that C, and I choose 8th notes. And I enter the notes. Cool. Now we still have somewhat of a difference. You see, it's showing the 8th notes as sort of the primary note here, and wanted it to show the half note. Now, if I click the multi-voice look up here, it will actually tie them together like this. We're not quite there yet, but we're close. So if I now select these 4 notes, you see it's actually still, I'm not able to connect the beams. However, that's because these 4 notes in voice 1, right now we're in multi-voice, remember that. In voice 1, go and combine, force the beams on this button here. You can kind of see my mouse down here in the left hand side above the image. If I force the beams, it's going to do this. Force the beams here, it's going to do this. Now let's try the multi-voice again. You can either click up here, or you can click Control M. I usually click Control M. So now it looks like this. And it's, it's nearly there. What we could still do is go over here and select that we do not want the tablature notation. We only want the standard notation. So we do that. And there you have it. It's more or less the same. Well, there's some differences in like the font and everything, but it is what you wanted. So it is absolutely possible, and I hope this video helped you. And if not, if you have any questions, let me know. Happy to answer them.